Hey, how's it going, guys? And welcome back to yet another episode of our Tokyo Ghoul Rebirth series. And today, post-war, it is here. It's finally post-war, and there's a few things dropped, actually, recently. I haven't really had a chance during the week to actually make a video, and, well, directly after the war ended on the 27th, because the 27th was my birthday, so I couldn't actually come on and, you know, finish off the post-war there and then. But there's a few things that have come up recent, and I'm glad I've waited, actually, because I can actually just talk about them in this episode. So let me see. Does it come up on here? It does. So this has come up today, actually. So this is December 2nd is Uta's birthday. So there's a special birthday summon for Uta. I personally wouldn't pull for this. I'd wait for him to come into a banner. I just wouldn't. It's not something I'd personally want to pull for. It's a light unit. It says 50 Kaku gems in the multi-summon. Also, one birthday exclusive Uta guaranteed in the third summon. So you guaranteed it in third step. So it's 150 hacker, I do believe, and you get this character. You might get duplicates, I don't know. So there is his full art. It's very interesting. Don't know. So he's got 9,500 health, 560 attack, 335 durability, defense. He's got 8 durability, 9 AP, and he's got some bleed synergy. I will give it that. His 10/10 ability extends bleed duration by 2 for 2 turns, so that's not bad. It's okay. And then he's got Wall Breakers is unique, which is increasing his defense. So he's a defensive character. Yes, very good is his skill. 1.5 defense of one enemy, and it offers a very good chance of inflicting bleed and paralysis. So he's good for the bleed synergy. He's a bit like Misa, or well, 3 Blades Misa on JP at the moment. She's just come out, and she pretty much does a very similar thing. Yeah, it doesn't she does a very similar thing. So he's a very good chance of inflicting bleed and paralysis for 3 turns. So if you've got bleed, he's good bleed synergy, he's good paralyzed synergy. There's not many paralyzed synergy characters in the game at the moment, but it's good bleed synergy at least. It doesn't actually say much of anything else about him, but I mean, if you want to pull for him, you can. It's just not something I would personally pull for. What else actually came up on here? We did have the new Festival Rize, the light Rize unit, which I've not really heard many people say anything about her. From what I remember on JP, she was pretty decent. And if you wanted to pull on our banner, see, we've got 30, 40, 50, 40, 50, 40, 50. So it's pretty much the same as the Kakuja banner. You've got the same drop rates on there, the odds and whatnot. She's got some beauty. Her art is stunning. I wouldn't mind having a light unit on the team. She's pretty decent if we look at her stats here. She's got 7,800 health. 960 attack. It probably scales another. Does it scale? It doesn't scale. She just get dark resistance though, which is really, really nice on some characters. She's got 450 defense. We've got 10 AP, 7 durability, and she's got the SSS minus human killer. So she gets a 1.8 times damage to human characters, so CCG for the most part, which is really nice. If you can get multiple copies of her and get her up, that's really nice, for especially during the war when you're doing the strikes. I don't know if many people do the strikes. I know I don't do them very often personally, but the strikes, that's where it could probably come in very clutch. So we've got she's pretty much a dark killer. You end up with a dark human like a Rima. This thing is nothing. This Rize is nothing on a Rima. So she gets a dark killer, increased damage by 1.5 to dark units. She gets dark resistance, so this is at +4, +5. 5 out of 10. That's what I mean. She gets 20% resistance, so it's pretty much like the Arita boys. She gets a dark resistance, which is very nice. Obviously, more sustainability for her. She doesn't die as often to dark. Durability up, she gets another 5. And paralysis resistance, so she can never be paralyzed, which is nice against, obviously, paralyzed units. They usually come up in the bosses. So that's nice, especially if they get, like, damage multipliers on paralyzed targets. She's going to do pretty well, especially if they're, again, if they're a dark unit, they're going to do pretty well. I'm not close to being full is her skill. Inflicts paralysis on one enemy for 4 turns. So again, more paralyzed synergy. Deals attack times 1.8 to the front row enemies 10 times. That's a lot of damage. Restores 20% HP for 2 turns. So she's got a self heal. She's got a multiplier that does 1.8 damage to enemies 10 times. She's got her resistances, and she also gets a 1.8 to human characters. That sounds pretty good if you ask me. If you are to pull in this banner, it's not a bad banner to be pulling it on. You've got the Arima, and you've also got the Crazed Koniki. You've got the Toka, the Mado, and then you've also got Juzo and Yamori. Again, they're both bleed synergy units and paralyzed synergy units, respectively. So they're not bad to pick up if you do get them. Don't be mad, because they're not bad units both to pick up. I don't know how long these are going to stay in rotation in these banners. So that's going to be interesting to see. Obviously, I don't know. I can't remember from what JP how long they kept their units in rotation. But yeah, that is it for new banners at least. So obviously, you've got the Uta banner. It tells you the odds. You're guaranteed on 3rd step to pull him. You're guaranteed to get it on your 3rd step. So it's 150 hacker. This banner, I do want to do some pulls on. My only concern here is I was grinding units to finish this Kenkoniki banner. Potentially get a duplicate of him. I do believe, if I have a look at the odds, at 7-7, I think you get a 50% chance to get a duplicate. 30% chance. And there's also the Juzo, the Yamori, the Mados and whatnot. Obviously, I wouldn't mind getting a Kisho Arima or one of the newer FES units if I wasn't to get the Koniki. Because I do want to get my... Koniki, I do like the Koniki units. I will try and max out all of the Koniki units that do come out. That's one thing I do want to try and do. So getting a duplicate of him wouldn't be too bad for me. However, I don't believe he's in this banner. If I just go to 7-7, guaranteed, because it gives you the featured. Yeah, the half Kakuja isn't in this banner. Usually with these banners, it doesn't go into the banner rotation for the featured SSR2 until the one after it was released. So he might be in the next festival. So when he goes out of rotation, out of the banners, he would probably appear in whatever comes into the next banner. Which I think, is it going to be the Amon? The FES Amon? And is it the Wounded Koniki? I think they might be in the banners next. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember just what, like, similar to what JP did. Trying to remember what they did. But this is not obviously a bad unit, a bad banner to pull on. Obviously, I would like to, because it's now off season, well, pre-season. There's not a great deal. You know, it's harder to get the hacker that you need. I don't actually know. If I just have a look real quickly, I don't know when the next war starts. If I'm being completely honest, build-up period. The weekly maintenance on the 11th. Okay, it's planned to held at the weekly maintenance and will last until the 11th. So we've got until it's the 1st today. So we've got about another week, a week and a half before the next territory war begins. So between now and then, it's quite a long way actually. The 11th is when this Rize goes off. She goes. So this is why I want to use my hacker appropriately and put it into her, which I think I'm going to do. So we're going to do some pulls on her. If I can get a copy of her, I'm happy. I was only really going for the Kakuja, half Kuja Konike, because obviously it's easier to get copies and level them up that way and not have to use all my stimulant. But we don't get copies. We don't have the character at all. So I would like to try and get copies of her. So bless me with some luck. My luck's been absolutely horrendous on every banner so far. My first pull's never got an SSR in. And it still, again, does not have an SSR in. It never does. I've seen people get 7 steps full of SSRs, which is absolutely nutty. I can't even get one. So that was completely bogus. No, I'm going to have to just get rid of these. That's a new Ammon. That's cool. A new Ammon I've not seen yet. I don't think, I don't think I need to get rid of any. Yeah, I don't. Pull number 2. Can we get an SSR? I know the third step is a guaranteed SSR. See what I mean? See what I mean? That's what I mean when I say my luck has been absolutely horrific. Absolutely horrific. Yeah. So what is it for the next step? 50. So I'm another 30 off. I'm probably not going to be able to get 30 today. And I want to get this video out today. So that won't be... I won't be able to do another pull for this banner today. But I'll try and grind up as much hacker as I can. Or Kaku. Or whatever the... I get them mixed up between JP and EU and Global. So... yeah, apparently there's a new featured summon as well, but I never look at the featured summons personally. They're never worth pulling on. I have got some tickets, obviously, from the war. Ghouls did win. I was on the Ghoul side. I won on both here and JP. So I've got 64 vouchers here. I've got 1 guaranteed SSR. I've got 13 dispatches and a guaranteed SSR dispatch. So let's try and crank through these. Eto wouldn't be a bad one to get. I know is Light Hayase in the rotation yet? That is an SSR. It is a Ghoul. Eto. Light Hinami. I think this is the Awakened Hinami as well. Yes, activated during Awakening. I've heard a lot of good things about her. I have. I've heard... Let's just dampen the throat a little bit. I have heard good things about this Light Hinami that I wouldn't mind using. We'll have to think about that one. Because the Light Hinami I've heard good things about. So that's not bad to pull. I wish you could just sell everything that you've not put anything into. But alas, we cannot. Let's see. We've got a lot of these, so I did save them up throughout the complete war. So we had a pre-season, like, we could just grind as many as we can out. That is just flat out SRs, sorry. So this is the only issue with this, is I literally have to delete them every single time because I don't have the space. I just don't have the space for them. So we got another 4 and a little bit. Full of these draws. Obviously, if it's not going to give us an SSR, then they're not really worth, like... It's just a tedious process. It says 11 new characters. We got some more. That was not... It's, not fun. It's not like you never really get lucky with these things. I mean, we got SSR on the first pull, so I can't really complain. But your chances of getting SSRs on these is really low. It really is. I know we've obviously got a guaranteed, so that's not too bad. It's not too bad. I missed one. And again, this is our last 10 draw of these vouchers. See what I mean? It's really difficult to get pulls on this. Really, really difficult. We got a lot of... a lot of... I must have missed a unit there. No. I didn't. I didn't. I thought I might have. So we've only got 4 of these left, so... Yeah. We got the light Hiname, which is not too ridiculously bad. So we'll do a guaranteed SSR, of course. Eto would be best. I don't know if the Quink Squad are in here yet, but light Hayase, if it is, I would like a light Hayase unit. So let's have a see. The Quink Squad, I would like to collect them all, so we've not got Shizaru yet. Shirazu? Shizaru? I can never make sure. A Koniki. The one I go Koniki. Okay. It's not great. But it is a new unit. I can't complain. I mean, well, I can complain. I can complain, but... You know what I'm saying. Let's have a see. So we've got a 10 drawer of this. An SSR! I had a feeling. It's always Noro. It's always another copy of Noro, which I'm never too broke up about. So let's do a quick upgrade on him. See, what do you guys do? Do you guys actually upgrade your SSRs? Or do you keep as many SSRs and then upgrade later on? Because I feel like that's something I should be doing. Because what do I get for maxing you out? New info, drop rate. See, it might be worth keeping a copy of Noro and having more SSRs. I feel like that's what the better thing to do is. Let's change that to level. Just so I can... Okay, maybe not. Change that to level. And then I can get rid of all these level 1s. I'll keep the Noro. And I'll just pump him with upgrade materials. Just so I don't sell him. Just so I don't sell him by accident. Okay, so we've got... I think we've got a couple more. Okay, I've got 3 more of these. Yeah, I didn't expect much from that one. Really? I have to get rid? This is what I don't like. Like, they really don't give you a lot of room for units, do they? Like, they really don't. I obviously want to go through here and I want to sell all these R units and just have SR and above units. I'm just not getting lucky enough to... So we've got our guaranteed SSR. Can we have a new one we don't already own? Can we have a new one we don't already own? I would like new SR units. Or SSR even. Another owl. I mean, I'll take it as if that's like enough to stop me. To warrant me. See, because how yours is increased thingy. Yeah, it's not worth it. I'd rather just level them up to there and get more territory points. That's what I'd rather do. I'm just going to have to sell one of these. Yeah, just get rid of those. I've got 2 new SR units. Those will help when it comes to the territory wars and whatnot. But I think that was everything. That is all my gacha tickets. So that is where I'm going to wrap up today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure that like button down below because I do very much appreciate your guys' support. But for now, have a wonderful, safe day. And I'll see you. I'll try and get a re-invoked video done. And we'll do the same over there, post-war and all that good stuff. So see you guys over there. Bye for now.